The chief was far from young. He was old. He was very old. He could no longer remember how many times he had seen the change from cold to warm seasons. When buffalo came down from the mountains in great numbers, and his tribe was still large and strong enough to own lands from horizon to horizon. It had been a long time since buffalo had run through the valley. A long time ago. It's been a long time since the tribe has been reduced to a few teepees. Those who remain use English more in their spoken language than their own language. In order that the remnants of his people would not forget their roots, he gathered them once a week and told them old beliefs of his people, legends, predictions, or simply spoke to them in their native language. Now, his tribe was gathered around him, ready to listen to another legend. The chief drew in the strong smoke of his pipe and began. Long ago, when the world was young and the forests and deserts stretched as far as the horizon, there lived a coyote. He was cunning, quick, and clever, but he was famous not only for his intelligence, but also for his penchant for trickery and deception. It is believed that it was thanks to Coyote that many animals acquired their peculiarities, because he often played with fate and changed the course of events. Coyote and the Moon. Once, in the dry season, when the earth cracked from the heat and the rivers turned into dusty beds, the beasts gathered for a council. They decided to ask the moon for help in attracting the rains. The moon was kind and always helped the beasts, but it was not easy to get to her. No one knew how to reach the sky. Coyote, hearing the talk, decided to offer his help. He went to the council and said, "I know the way to the moon, but for this I will demand a reward. When I return with the rains, you will all have to share your best treats with me." The thirsty beasts agreed. Then Coyote began his cunning plan. The journey to the moon. Coyote set off, wandered for a long time in the desert, and finally found a high mountain whose top touched the clouds. He climbed to the very top and began to howl at the moon. "Oh moon, hear my call. The animals are thirsty, the rivers are dry, and the earth is cracking. Give us the rains." The moon heard his cry and came down to the mountain, surrounded by silver light. She asked, "Why do you call to me, crafty Coyote?" Coyote feigned humility and said, "Great moon, I have not come for my own sake, but for the sake of all the beasts. They are dying without water. We ask for your mercy." The moon, touched by his words, agreed to help, but made a condition. "You must bring me a star from the farthest side of the sky. Only then will I bring rain to the earth." Coyote's cunning. Coyote thought for a moment. He knew it was impossible to get the star, but he was a master of deception. He went to an owl who lived nearby and asked for her feather. Then he went to the fireflies and persuaded them to shine their light on the feather so that it would shine like a star. When the feather began to shine, Coyote returned to the moon and held out the feather to her. "Here is a star from the edge of the sky, great moon. Now fulfill your promise." The moon, seeing the glittering feather, believed Coyote. She went up into the sky and summoned the clouds. Rain poured down on the earth, watering the rivers and revitalizing the plants. The animals rejoiced, and the whole earth was filled with life. When Coyote returned, the animals made a feast in his honor. Each brought the best treats. The antelope brought the sweetest fruit, the monkey brought the most flavorful nuts, and the lion brought meat from his stockpile. But Coyote, instead of sharing his joy, began to greedily devour the food, forgetting those who were helping him. The animals soon realized that Coyote had tricked them. They began to whisper, discussing his tricks. The moon, upon learning the truth, became angry. She cursed Coyote. "From now on, your voice will be heard in the night, but it will never command respect. The beasts will fear you, but they will never trust you." Since then, Coyote has been a nocturnal wanderer. His howls echoed under the moon, but now he was always alone. Yet his story has remained in the minds of the beasts as a reminder that even great cunning cannot hide the truth forever.